In the heart of the South China Sea, a power struggle is unfolding that could reshape the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. The United States and the Philippines have united to confront China's assertive claims, deploying warships to counter the threat of China's so-called monster vessel. What led to this bold stand? And how could this confrontation shape the future of the region? Stay tuned as we break down the details. The South China Sea has long been a hotspot for territorial disputes. With its abundant natural resources and strategic maritime routes, this region has become a focal point for major powers. At the center of the latest tensions is China's deployment of its massive naval vessel, nicknamed the Monster Ship, a clear display of Beijing's maritime ambitions. Amid these growing tensions, the Philippines has bolstered its alliance with the United States. Recent joint military exercises and defense agreements have paved the way for a stronger partnership aimed at countering Chinese aggression. In a show of strength, the U.S. and Philippine navies have deployed warships near the disputed waters, signaling their readiness to uphold international law and protect the sovereignty of their territories. The Philippines has begun monitoring China's largest Coast Guard ship, which it claims is near its exclusive economic zone since Saturday, local media reported on Monday. "We are not neglecting this, fellow countrymen. We have all our assets directed at this monster ship, and the moment it commits any wrongdoing in the sense of taking any provocative action, it will be met with the appropriate response from the government," said Malaya. The spokesperson said the Chinese ship has not engaged in any blocking or dangerous maneuvers so far. He added that the Philippines authorities will not act provocatively unless instigated. The Philippines has accused a giant Chinese Coast Guard vessel dubbed the Monster of maintaining an illegal presence in its exclusive economic zone as Beijing ramps up activities in the disputed South China Sea. Philippine Coast Guard spokesman Jay Tariella said in a post Monday on X that one of its vessels, the BRP Cabra, has been tailing the 12,000-ton Chinese patrol vessel since it was first spotted off the coast of Capones Island in the western province of Zambales on Saturday. The ship's erratic movements indicate it is not engaged in innocent passage, but rather asserts that it is conducting a law enforcement operation, Tariella said in his post. In response, the crew of BRP Cabra has remained steadfast in challenging this assertion, diligently tailing and shadowing CCG 5901 to uphold Philippine sovereign rights, he added. This emphasizes the importance of persistently confronting the illegal presence of the People's Republic of China and ensuring the safety and security of Filipino fishermen operating in the area. The ship's presence marks the latest move by China to bolster its sweeping claim to most of the South China Sea after the military's Southern Theater Command held large-scale combat readiness drills around the disputed Scarborough Shoal last month. The state-run Global Times reported on Monday that the Chinese Coast Guard is set to increase patrols in the area and stated any so-called law enforcement activities are entirely justified. It is beyond reproach for China Coast Guard to patrol and conduct law enforcement activities in relevant waters in accordance with the law, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Guo Jiakun said Tuesday when asked about the matter during a regular press briefing in Beijing. Beijing and Manila have been locked in long-running dispute over the South China Sea, a vital trade route that holds huge energy potential, and clashes have become more frequent as President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. deepened security ties with the U.S. in a bid to assert its own claims. Bigger than a U.S. Navy destroyer, China's CCG 5901 is armed with anti-aircraft guns and fuel storage capacities, enabling it to undertake extended missions. It regularly sails in and around the energy-rich waters Vietnam has spent years trying to develop, and was reportedly anchored in Manila's exclusive economic zone back in July. The dispute underscores growing regional frictions over the strategic waterway, where China claims nearly all of the South China Sea, overlapping with the territorial waters of several countries, including the Philippines, Brunei, Cambodia, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and Taiwan region. Manila has consistently accused Beijing of aggressive actions, including the use of its Coast Guard and maritime militia to intimidate Philippine vessels and fishermen. China claims nearly the entire South China Sea through its controversial Nine-Dash Line, a claim dismissed by international law. Despite a 2016 ruling by the Permanent Court of Arbitration favoring the Philippines, China has continued its activities, building artificial islands and militarizing the region. Experts believe this deployment serves multiple purposes: deterring further Chinese incursions, reassuring allies in the region, and asserting the importance of freedom of navigation. However, this move also risks escalating tensions, with the potential for miscalculations leading to conflict. This isn't the first time tensions have flared. Previous standoffs, such as the 2012 Scarborough Shoal incident, highlight the enduring volatility of the region. Each side is unwilling to back down, raising questions about the long-term prospects for peace. China maintains that its actions are within its sovereign rights, accusing external powers of meddling in regional affairs. Meanwhile, the U.S. and its allies argue that adherence to international law is non-negotiable. This clash of narratives underscores the complexity of the situation. As the U.S. and Philippines stand firm against China's maritime assertiveness, the world watches closely. The South China Sea remains a critical theater where the stakes are high and the consequences of missteps could be profound. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on global developments. Together, let's stay informed. Let's